this. Oh, oh. Clank. Something.
Yeah, that was me pulling open Instagram to repost the link.
Okay.
And Instagram just started going.
Pop this fool. 1, 2.
All right. We gotta keep cooking on that medley too.
We really do. How many songs do we have in it now? 6?
Right now, we've only worked out 4 to 6.
Okay.
Because, like, we've got loose ideas, but it's like, oh, and I was thinking earlier today, in the breathe part is a good place to put changes everything.
Amen. I like it.
Because it pops into 4/4 there. I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, how many can we fit?
I mean, I feel like we can get a good number.
Well, because I feel like it's like, especially if you do it where it's just, some of it's just like, it's not full phrases, but it's just like parts.
Mm-hmm.
As almost like that call and response, like what you did with yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And so.
Which is what I was thinking too, because like the way she writes, like her songs are so together, like they can just go together.
I mean, they're about maybe 2 different things, maybe 3.
Yeah.
There's some core, core themes for sure.
Core themes for sure.
What song should I put on this video? So,
Mortal Kombat theme song?
well, it's a link to the Horizon playthrough,
Oh, okay.
so thematically, it's some of the footage from the ending of Zero Dawn.
Gotcha. By the way, I've never said this to you, but I love the way that you do those videos.
Really?
Or those shorts. Yeah, because like...
When I post, like, story clips from the game?
Yeah, like, it's so aesthetically pleasing.
I'm gonna put Haken's Sempiternal Beings, where it talks about meeting in another life.
Gunhawk. Oh, good. There's the helicopter. There is the helicopter. Okay. Well. Alright. Kind of wanna just keep going. Excuse me. I'm leaving. Chill out. Double kill. Triple kill.
Okay, so I got that reposted. Where am I? I don't remember saving here. Did it autosave? I must have hit an autosave. So I gotta reopen. What? Yeah, it autosaved. So I gotta find the right load.
Mm-hmm.
Do the quick save. There we go.
Check, how did you get caught in the... Never mind.
So I was thinking you'd be like, I breathe, because it gives, and this changes everything, like it goes over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and actually that's something to talk about. Did you want to do this almost, not like a round, but like stacking it?
Well, that's what I'm like.
Yeah.
What do you
Okay,
mean by
good.
stacking it? But
so like if I'm singing the
yeah,
breathe,
yeah,
breathe, and then you're singing on top of it or in it, you know.
yeah. I was kind of thinking about that. I don't know. I don't want this to be like, it's like, I don't want to go too crazy on like actually trying to produce something here.
Right, just to do it would be dope.
It's more just like, let's play around with the arrangement and see how much we can thematically fit to tell a coherent story.
Right.
That's also just like a really nice survey of her entire body of music.
Exactly.
That all goes back to the first song that she recorded, I think, as the central skeleton.
Oh.
Is it? I mean, it's from like 2005, 2006.
Was that her first song, for real?
Find me an earlier one.
I mean, I don't know of one. That's the first song of hers I ever heard.
She turned 39 this year, so she would have been in college back then. So.
Oh, hi!
What would that be like? She's like 20, right?
Moreland talked you into one of his bizarre experiments
how old is she?
didn't he?
I just said she turned 39 this year.
Oh, I thought that was you talking about you.
No, I'm 36, turning 37.
Okay.
You and I are 3 months apart, Genesis. You know this.
I do. I'm
okay there, Borges?
You're distracted.
I am.
My steel flame friend.
Mini gun got me off guard.
Oh, your lockbox. The one I found in the tunnel.
Just the one. It was bequeathed to me when my dear ma passed. Never could get the damn thing open, but the lock must have broken off when the rockbreaker attacked. Haven't seen its contents at long last. I want Martha to have it. My sister. She could use it more than me.
Hold on.
Yes.
If it was given to you, why couldn't you get it open?
I lost the key. You know how it is with small objects, big hands. Not that you know how it is exactly. I mean, your hands are dainty, of course. No, not dainty. Well forged. That's it.
Porgov.
All right, I stole the box. It was supposed to go to Marcia, but I just wanted something of my ma's to remember her by.
So the box rightfully belongs to your sister, and now you want to return it. What was inside that made you change your mind?
Nothing. I just thought she'd want it back. She and my ma were close. Me, well, guess you could say I was always the stray spark.
All right, Porgif. Sounds like you want me to give this box to your sister. Where is she?
That is a good question. I know she was working in Chain Scrape last.
Huh. I have a friend there.
Beautiful.
I could ask her.
Haha! Well forged and well connected.
If I'm in the area, I will try to find your sister. At least to hear her side of the story.
Okay. Well, if you see Marcia, tell her I still remember the flying keg.
I bet Petra would know where I can find Marcia. I should pay her a visit the next time I'm in Chain Scrape.
Shoddy.
Almost ready to go?
Favorite Chuck.
You gonna start reading that book, dude?
I need to, for reals.
If once you sit down, you'll finish it in 3 to 4 hours, and you'll not put it down. You will not.
It's that good.
Knowing
It's
you,
so good. I mean,
no,
yeah.
the level of, I don't know, pining's not the right word, but it's the word I'm thinking of.
Okay.
And I just feel like that's your jam.
I mean,
Right.
I got it off the title alone. Like, when
Yeah.
you told me the title, I was like, yeah, I have to get it.
Did you read the short synopsis I sent you yesterday? You read that before?
I did.
I'm like, it's a thematic vibe. I might reread it. How to Lose the Time War for those watching the stream who've not read it. It's freaking wild. I enjoy your videos of like getting into weird environmental glitched areas, Divergent. Also, are you a musician? Because like have we had this conversation before? It's the way you're spelled your name, like the genre. This game is so freaking pretty.
It is. Beyond words.
There is likely a Horizon Zero Dawn remaster coming out.
So I heard.
The rumor is more solid now though because it's been registered on the rating website.
Really?
Yeah. As of like a couple days ago. Man, I used to, when this game, like, I probably have 1,300 hours in this game. And probably like 1,100 in Zero Dawn or something like that. Oh, nice. What kind of scavenger hunt, Divergent? I spy something green.
If I were playing, it would be foliage.
I spy a cave in a mountain that has a hole into nowhere. I think they patched that out. But for a moment, there was a cave in a mountain that had a hole into nowhere. And you would fall below the map.
That's awesome.
Okay, I thought we'd talked. It's just, stuff gets foggy after time, the decay of time. I second guess my memory. I shouldn't, but I do.
Hey, you and me both.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you the story of how I'm pretty sure I caused Dream Theater and Megadeth to co-headline Gigantour 1 and possibly also caused Gigantour 1?
You told me. Have you told them? Because I would love to hear it again.
I seriously think that it's a true story, and that I'm not just like
Right, just
reading. It's too it's too many coincidences.
yeah.
It's the two things we talked about in our conversation are the two things that ended up defining Gigantor 1. I'm like, Dave, you should have given me free tickets.
Immediately.
So I went to K through 12 private school for a few years in high school. My sister had gone there, and once she graduated, I went there, so I only there was like 3 years. And Alice Cooper's daughter had gone there and graduated before my sister went there. So then Dave Mustaine sent his kids there for part of a year. And his son's like way younger than me. He was like 7th grade and I was like 11th grade. But it was a K through 12 school, so like the band was really small. So at the school band concert, I played in both jazz bands, played bass and electric guitar. And it was middle school and high school band concert in one go, because half of the high school jazz band was middle schoolers. So like,
It's crazy.
yeah, it was rough. So I'm on stage playing electric guitar and electric bass, and Strawberry Blonde Poof is sitting second row right in front of me in the audience, as far away as I am from my TV right now. And so afterwards, I went up to him and I started talking to him, because I'm like, you're Dave Mustaine. I don't listen to Megadeth, but I know that you partied so hard you got kicked out of Metallica. Let's chat, dude. But I don't listen to Megadeth, so, like, I was just like, well, like, Dream Theater's kind of metal. I'll just talk to him about that.
Dream Theater's kind of metal.
So I'm like talking to him, and I'm like, yeah, man, I like really like Dream Theater. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to talk to you about. I just recognize you, and I would not forgive myself if I didn't take the opportunity. So yeah, I talked to him about Dream Theater, and then so it was a Christian school, and I knew he had converted, and so I was like, what's it like? You know, how do people treat you backstage and on tour and stuff since like converting? So he got started, and the conversation went to him like thinking through like bands he enjoys touring with. Okay, if you go look up interviews for Gigantor, Dream Theater and Megadeth co-headlined Gigantor 1. So this conversation happened in fall of 2004, and Gigantor 1 was summer of 2005. Dream Theater and Megadeth co-headlined the festival, and in interviews, when asked about how he came up with the concept, Mustaine is like, well, I was thinking about acts I enjoyed, like, off stage and on stage, and just got a bunch of people together that I would want to do a festival with. I'm like, those are the two things we talked about, dude.
Yeah. Literally.
You're welcome. Well, that's the thing, is like Symphony X and Nevermore and stuff were there, so it was like Megadeth, but then into like this like gamut into proggier metal. No, Aloy doesn't shower. I can help her with that right after we talk to Petra. I will just dunk her in the river and she'll be better.
Come for another round?
Does
How
Aloy
are
need
the
a shower?
refugees doing?
They keep to themselves
Probably.
mostly, but they have food and shelter.
probably.
Some even found work around town. Good thinking, giving them that Stormbird heart.
I'm glad it
All
helped.
that machine killing.
I hope they can get back on their feet.
I'll keep checking up on them.
Then they'll be just fine.
Where?
Has Tolland been giving the refugees any trouble?
Oh.
Nah. His shop got closed down not long after Ulvin got the boot. So, he cleared out of town. Took his goons with him, too. Good riddance, I say.
Chill.
Hey, I'm looking for an Osram named Marsa. She might be working here in Chainscrape. Do you know her?
Marsa? Yeah, of course. Tough gal. Puts her back into her work. Not like the drunken louts around here. Why are you looking for her?
I met her brother out west. He asked me to return a family heirloom to her.
Huh. I didn't know Martha had a brother. Anyway, last I heard she was doing a job out by those old Karja signal towers. Northeast of here.
Thanks.
Ostrom family squabbles ain't pretty. Best of luck wading into that muck.
I gotta go, Petra.
That you do.
Fire.
I'll keep the seat warm for you.
Is Aloy this smell that you're smelling?
Going down.
I agree. She looks like a human being. People are just wild, and it's only getting worse.
For real.
Well, because like you can get paid on Twitter based on views and clicks, and so it's like if you post rage bait, you know, people have realized rage bait still gets you a following, it still gets you an audience, and we are destroying ourselves because of that.
Oh, there.
Excuse me, what did you call me? And one of the NPCs just said, "Ho there!" This game is so pretty.
I love that you just continually say, this game is so pretty.
Because it
It
is!
literally is.
It just is! What else can you say? Look at the colors!
All of the pretty colors.
I'm like a kid in a 18-month-old in a swing with Baby Einstein playing or whatever. I don't know, you know, like it's just sensory bliss. Like the music's gorgeous, the visuals are gorgeous, the gameplay is a fun little dance. I'm just like, look at the freaking fall leaves, man. I'm in Zion National Park. Killing boars.
Petra's supportive sister should be working with her. I have a feeling she won't be thrilled to hear from her brother. But at least she'll get her lockbox back.
Alright, let's talk to her.
Martha?
Yeah? What's it to— oh, the Norman. How do you know my name?
I, met your brother Porguf out west. He asked me to give you this.
My ma's lockbox. That miserable chuff stole this from me. By the forge, he broke the lock too.
Actually, that was from a rock breaker.
Oh, so he's dead then?
No. After he saw what was inside, he wanted you to have it.
Oh, then I guess guilt finally caught up with him. Let's see here. A jewel. Surprised he didn't pocket it for himself. And a letter. It's from my mom. Her last wish was that I make amends with Porguf. That doesn't make sense. Porguf caused her, all the family, so much grief. Always running off to chase easy shards instead of helping Dad at the forge. Why would I want him back in my life?
Dang.
If Porguf read that letter, then
That was almost
maybe
not
he
gonna
wants to
happen.
make amends too.
Why is everybody just
He
on
also
alert?
asked me to
What-
tell you that he
what's going
remembers the
on?
flying keg.
Ugh. When we were kids, we used to grab a metal panel and slide down this big hill. But one day, Porguf got the idea to use an old keg. He climbed inside and off he went. Only, he didn't stop at the bottom of the hill. That keg kept rolling with Porgov still inside, right off a ledge. You'd think the keg sprouted wings the way it soared. Then splash, right into the lake. Thought he drowned for sure, but he lugged himself out onto the shore and shouted, "Again!"
Anyways.
Sounds like a good memory.
And
Think that might be the only time I can
look at
remember
that.
us not fighting. Just lying there by the lake, laughing till it hurt to breathe. When you met my brother, did he look
Reload.
okay?
As well as
Thank
you can
you.
expect for someone out in the middle of the desert. You could see for yourself.
Nah.
Magnetic.
I mean, I heard some folks are headed out that
Rocket
way,
gunner.
but I don't know. I'll think about it.
Wherever he is,
Thank you for
he
bringing
almost
me this.
hit me.
Here, for your troubles.
Thank you. If you decide to go, you'll find your brother at a place called Camp Nowhere.
Of course he'd end up
Let's
nowhere.
hide. That it?
That was a very short quest. I thought it was longer.
Thank you again for returning my ma's lockbox. She hand-carved it, you know. Hope Porgov's staying out of trouble out west. Maybe I should head out there. I don't know. What would I even say to him? Hi, Porgov. Your sister here. How about all this sand, huh? Thank you again for returning my ma's lockbox. She hand-carved it, you know.
I am on PS5. Genesis Klaus is in the chat saying hi.
Oh yes. Oh, he just messaged me. Hello, Klaus. I apologize. I am being shot at by many a rocket.
What game are you playing?
Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Do Iota.
Somebody's looking for me. Somebody's watching
Well,
me.
I mean, you've been mentioning Genesis, so it's close enough. I don't know what Super Chat is, Nebula. I am just here for fun, so, like, that kind of stuff gets complicated.
Big step.
I don't have, like, subscribers or patrons or whatever. I don't know what Super Chat is.
Yeah, we don't have like Patreon. All that
I do have the coffee thing where you can, you know, buy coffee. But that's
nice.
more for like when my controller broke and I needed a new one in order to continue streaming. I was like, well, what did you eat, Klaus? Oats? I had spaghetti and a Pop-Tart. S'mores Pop-Tart for...
Oh, we eat breakfast now? Is that a thing we do?
No.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure. I don't
No,
really
it was,
hear ate
I mean,
breakfast.
it's noon and I just ate, so I would say that's more lunch. It's 12:40 now. But when do you guys change time?
I want to say sometime in October. But honestly, we might have already changed time.
Oh, gotcha, Nebula. Thanks for letting me know. I feel weird, like, pushing donations so much. Because I'm mostly just here for fun. And so I don't want it to, like, have that vibe. But it's helpful to know that that is there and you can do that. I do have the link to the Ko-fi, however it's pronounced, on my profile, you go to the channel page. But I just do Horizon every Saturday at noon because I miss Horizon otherwise, and I play every night at 7:15 Mountain Standard Time. Just do a game at a time for the heck of it, and yeah. Fair enough. I'll have to look into it. You said it's in the studio? Yeah, that makes sense. What kind of games do you like, Nebula? Do you play on console or PC? Did I answer your question? I'm on PS5. Ah, lasagna. Nice. This Horizon's my absolute favorite. I was one of the first 10 people in the world to beat Ultra Hard in Forbidden West. True story. For a minute, I was the first person on PS4, but then someone else registered an earlier time. But for a minute, if you went onto the PSN Trophies website for the PS4 trophy case for Horizon Forbidden West, I was the first person to get the Ultra Hard trophy. Now I think I'm third, but I think I'm still top 10 in the world because the load times on PS4 are way slower than PS5, so they had, you know, it was separate. I did a unplanned 26-hour stream when it came out because they had the PlayStation event, and I was watching it, and they announced New Game Plus had been introduced and Ultra Hard, and I was like, well, there goes my day.
There goes my day.
And 26 hours later, and that was the day that I learned the hard way that if your YouTube stream goes over 12 hours, it doesn't archive. I learned that at the 18-hour mark. So most of that stream is just lost to history.
Yeah. So if you were there,
yeah,
you were there.
5,000 people or so watched. No pressure.
Right. Shoot.
Well, I appreciate that, Nebula.
Sure. Everybody go.
Man, I don't think I even want to do a quest. I just want to fly around and appreciate the beauty of this game. Like, I used to just do that for hours.
Yeah.
And just think.
Just find
That's super
places.
real. We gotta support gamers, especially like to push back against the toxicity that's in certain pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Like, games can be competitive, but it's not a competition. Like, we all enjoy this hobby.
Yeah, like, let's remember it's a hobby.
Yeah. Genesis, Klaus asks, have you ever at any point seen Altair with gray sleeves? Altair? I haven't played that one.
Have
so.
I at any point seen Altair with gray sleeves?
Altair.
I feel like
Which game is that one from?
That would have been the first one.
I haven't played the first one since it came out on Xbox.
Oh wow! So what?
Yeah.
2005?
Whenever that was, like, I was in
Yeah.
high school. Back when, I was playing like Morrowind and original Halo.
Oh my goodness.
I imagine Aloy probably participates in showers and farting, yes.
Probably often. As much time as she spends alone, she probably doesn't have much by way of self-consciousness. She also has a lot of hair.
I imagine that would help with the long flights. You know, surgeons catheterize themselves, is the rumor. If it's a long one.
Oh man.
That's what I've heard, at least.
You know, most painful experience of my life.
I don't know, maybe she's just doing it like, you know, the horror stories of airplane toilets dumping and it like landing in someone's yard while they're like hanging out in it or whatever.
That would be worse.
Or have you guys heard the Dave Matthews Band tour bus story? There's a story of Dave Matthews Band tour bus was on a bridge. And I don't know how this happened, but the tour bus starts dumping its waste into the river, was the aim at least. But the problem is that a ferry was passing beneath right at the time that this was occurring. A sightseeing ferry, so it had a bunch of, you know, like 80 people on top of the top deck as it passed under this bridge, under a cascade of tour bus sewage from Dave Matthews Band. That is the story as I've heard it told, at least. Oh, I'll do this arena quest. Get the arena back open. I don't like playing the arena, but I'll at least get it open. Gosh, no, this music and these sights are so pretty though, I just want to play around. We gotta cook this song, dude.
I'm actually thinking like...
Okay, how do we want to record it? Like, what soft... I only have, like, freaking GarageBand. Should I I could download Reaper or something, right?
So I got a free version of Ableton, so I'm able to do vocals that way. And
So
I
how
have
are we
a
gonna mix it?
studio-esque mic. I guess I could,
Because I'm thinking, like, if we gotta mix in some sort of music. Like, I don't think we gotta go crazy on it, but at least something.
Yeah.
I got a MIDI keyboard.
Yes.
So I can at least pop something in with that. I've never figured out how to use it. I gotta find where I put the cable when I moved. Klaus is wondering if there's any old footage or original concept art that made Pure Arts choose to give him gray sleeves on Hunt for the Nine. Because he just noticed it a few days ago and hadn't thought of it until then. So he was wondering if you had any thoughts on that.
I would say probably the oldest view of that specific moment would be like the trailer for the game. So maybe actually listen. I guess his entire outfit is sort of gray. Yeah. Yeah, Klaus, if I'm just hoping he's listening. If you just go search up the official trailer for the first Assassin's Creed, the scene
It wasn't
that they
bright
got,
white.
Yeah, it's very gray.
Yeah, the original one was a lot more grimy, grungy, like dark.
Right.
They brightened it and whitened it up as it, like when we got to Ezio and the fancy Venetian stuff.
Italian. I'm the boogeyman. Booga booga. I'll tell you what, I am so hyped for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Like, it's dangerous.
Oh, you never answered. Have you watched the Netflix Yasuke show?
No, I've saved it to my watch list.
Ever-growing watch list.
Yeah, it's seriously. So that was actually, oh. Yo, YouTube is... Okay, I'm convinced that my phone can read my thoughts.
They can.
So just last night, I was thinking about my time at said ministry that we were live at, and I was thinking about any sets that I may have done with our big black friend.
Oh,
and
him.
Yeah, hymns. And I
Why
could
him?
only think, because I could only think of this one set that we did, and it was at Christmas time. And we sang this specific chorus thing, and it turned into me freestyling the birth story of Jesus.
Interesting.
And I remember after the set was over, he looked at me and he was like, dude, how do you do that? And I'm just like, what do you mean? And he's like, that was so sick. How do you do that? And I'm like, I just
talk rhythmically fast.
I just literally talk in beat.
And then play around with rhymes and consonants.
Exactly. Yeah. That day we
maybe
also
autism, I don't know.
Jack Stack. It's probably a touch of that too.
It's a touch of autism.
Touch of autism.
You get along with me, that's basically a diagnosis.
Right?
Let's be real.
Like, we hear each other's thought pattern going as it's happening. So,
finish each other's sandwiches? To be able to deflect. Internet doing it again? Be about to lose it. Well, I'm glad all I've been doing is just sightseeing, because it's getting ugly. It seems like it's still going still.